All right, Lake Country Adventure Boot Campers. This is Doug Krieger. I'm here with Justine Wamser, and she is our boot camper of the week. How are you doing, Justine?
Good.
Good. So let's get started. Tell me why you joined boot camp.
To do something for myself.
Okay. And how did you hear about boot camp?
My friend Dawn.
Dawn Johnson?
Dawn, yeah.
Okay.
She started your first one, and there was a week that you could bring a friend, so she brought me, and then I joined.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about how boot camp's been going overall. From your very first day, what that was like, and then as you progress now that you're one of our boot camp veterans.
From the first day, well, let's go from the first week. I couldn't walk down my stairs. It was very hard. It was tough, but I felt good. So today, I'm still sore. So I'm getting stronger, but it's not getting easier. I think sometimes it's getting easier, but then we start doing other things. Every week it gets a little harder, but you're using different muscles and toning your body in different ways.
Okay. So how many boot camps have you done?
3. Finished 3.
Okay. So you're 4, 8, 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And what about boot camp works for you?
What works for it?
Yeah, like why boot camp? Why not join a gym, go to Curves, jazzercise?
First, I like the hours. I like getting up early and Monday through Friday because then you have your weekends off, but you still do homework. But I like getting it over with. You know, starting at 5:30 to 6:30 makes yourself accountable, and then you can go home, take a shower, and go to work. So I would never work out at home by myself. We have a membership to the Y. Do I go? No, haven't.
Right.
You know, it's just I always have excuses. You know, you can go all day long. So when 7 o'clock comes at night, you're supposed to meet your friends there. You don't go because there's always different excuses. So this way, it's the first thing in the morning. You get it over with, and then you get on with your life for the day.
Okay. So a big part of it for you is the accountability?
Yep.
Okay. And your friends.
At the same time every day. And my friends, because I know my 30 friends are there. You know, the same people for the same 5 days a week. So
right.
We get most Mondays are probably the best day because you get to go back on Monday to say hi to your friends, see how their weekends went and stuff like that. So.
Okay, cool. So what are some of the things that maybe within the last 12 weeks that you've struggled with as you've been going through boot camp?
Weight. That's probably my biggest thing. I'm not a weight person. I started my first camp 3 pounds, then I gradually moved to 5, and now I'm at 8. It just gets harder. I'm very weak when it comes to lifting weights and stuff like that. I've progressed, of course, but that's my struggle. That's my number one struggle.
And that's very common in women. Not that they're weak, but many women are afraid to lift weights, you know, or they just don't focus on it. And that's why in boot camp, it's a relatively big part of the program.
Well, you learn how to lift a weight and how you're supposed to, you know, bend and, you know, stretch and all that kind of stuff that goes to before you start lifting weights. Instead of going home and picking up a sack of potatoes or something like that, you just bend down and pick it up, where you should really be doing it the right way. So. Sure.
And you had said before when we were talking how is it your kids say that you're ripped now or that you're getting ripped?
I tell them I'm ripped now. So they walk around and say, hey, Mom, are you ripped? Yeah.
So do you think that the strength training aspect of it and maybe just the challenging aspects of boot camp have made you more confident in, you know, fitness or what have you?
Yes, I do. I'm much stronger mentally and physically. So, yeah.
Okay.
You know, there's little goals that you set before you, you know, if it's getting stronger, maybe my goal was, and everybody laughs about it, you ever see a woman's back and they have those dimples? That was my goal, to get those dimples by summer, so.
Cool. And how are we doing towards that goal?
I can't see my back.
Yeah, got to get a mirror.
I know. But I'm not going to pay attention to this until you have to wear a halter shirt or something like that. So that was my goal.
Sure. So let's talk about nutrition, because I know that is a big struggle for a lot of the boot campers. And I know that I remember speaking with you about nutrition. And just talk about what you used to do before boot camp in terms of nutrition, and then what kind of changes have you done through the education that we've provided, as well as what kind of changes have you felt because of changing your nutrition habits?
I've learned a lot. Before boot camp, I never ate breakfast. Lunch consisted of maybe a yogurt, salad, but I really had one meal a day. We always had a really good meal at dinner. Now I eat 5 times a day. I'm still a healthy eater, but I've added things to my diet. I've taken like white bread out of my diet. We have learned what kind of bread to look for. You know, the pastas, all the nutrients that come with different products. So when I go shopping, I have my kids even looking at labels now. No, we can't get that. You know, even the bread.
Good.
So it's fun. My diet has changed completely. I eat a lot more than I have ever eaten. I haven't gained weight or anything like that, but in the last 12 weeks it's taught me when to eat, how to eat, little by little, instead of just one meal a day.
Right. And that's very common with a lot of women, especially if they're very busy with their career or with kids. They'll not eat all day. And then they actually, most of them, gain weight because they're not eating enough, which we talk a lot about during boot camp. And what has it been hard to make those changes?
Yes.
Yeah.
It took me I started right away with help from yourself and my trainer of how I should eat, and instead of having a big lunch, how to cut it in half and then back at 3 o'clock have something else. Maybe the apple with the peanut butter or something like that. So it's been a struggle, but I can say today, for probably the last 3 weeks, I eat 5 meals a day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. And I feel much better. And when I miss that 10 o'clock snack time, I'm starving. So my body has adjusted.
Yeah.
So now I'm on that schedule.
So that's kind of interesting because, it shows, it took you, let's just say, 6 to 7 weeks to really get the habit down.
Oh, yeah.
And now, as you're ending your 12th week of boot camp, you're getting it dialed in. And it's very important that the boot campers understand that we don't expect you camp 1 or week 1 to have it all dialed in. It took you 7 weeks, just keep going, keep pushing, keep getting educated. And then it's as soon as you make that a habit and then you start seeing the results of changing nutrition, then you can really make it a habit as opposed to a diet.
I started concentrating on water because I did not drink water, and that was a struggle. So today I drink a lot of water, but that was the hardest. Then the food came in, and vitamins. I never took vitamins. I started taking vitamins, and that's a struggle. I still struggle with that. It's like every other day. But, little steps.
Right, absolutely.
Comes to the big picture. So
sure.
It's a struggle. It's an ongoing struggle, but
sure.
I feel better.
Yeah.
I'm healthier.
So why have you stuck with boot camp so long? Why? Because you've gotten results.
And I'm still
you told me,
it,
you had said previously that you lost a couple inches in your waist. Not that you know exactly how many yet, but your jeans are fitting looser in your waist. So you've gotten results. So why keep going?
I like the people I work out with in the morning. We're like the sister club, all ages. Friends from 20 to 65, and I really like the trainer. So.
Okay. Cool. So if somebody was watching this who was on the fence about boot camp, what would you tell them?
Try it. Do it. Sign up for at least one boot camp because you're going to complain the first couple weeks. But honestly, it gets easier and you start feeling good about yourself. You really do.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All righty, that's all we've got. We'll bring you guys back with another boot camp of the week next week because we're a little bit behind on awarding the awards. So we've got 2 more coming up.
Great.
Have a good day.